All right, well, let's move on to the New York Rangers versus the Carolina Hurricanes.
Well,
this has been an interesting one.
Carolina's going to win in 7, obviously. Like,
yeah, because why would you even want to win a road game? It's no fun. The crowd's not there.
I've never seen a team that's so diametrically opposed on the road as they are at home. Like,
I've never seen it
last night, and they just were so unsure of themselves. And like Ian Cole gets interviewed after the second period, and he's like, "We know we can do it. We know we can do it. We've done it before. We just have to do it." And then it's like, what? You know what? Like,
I don't know. Maybe they need to try something like give the Zamboni driver in New York food poisoning and then just happen to have brought your Zamboni driver up with you on the road trip. Like, I don't know what they've got to do, but you got to try something at this point. Oh my God. It's unreal. Oh, well, when we're in Carolina, the ice is black and the puck's white. So, it's hard to get used to.
Unbelievable. Like that to me indicates that, you got to, I don't know, there's a little problem with intestinal fortitude when you can't, and I mean, but in defense, I mean, Shesterkin is starting to round into form too, Yeah. I mean, Sebastian Aho and Toivo Teravainen have, like, they're the shots for and against when they're on the ice. It's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous in this series, and they got nothing.
Right.
So, I mean, the Rangers are being the Rangers. I mean, they're still being that kind of weird, kind of loosey-goosey team that allows a whole bunch of chances. But Shesterkin, I think, has been everything in this series that he wasn't in the first series. Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right on that. But to your point, Carolina in this series, their Corsi 4 leaders at 5 versus 5. Andrei Svechnikov, when he's on the ice in this whole series, he's had 78 shot attempts for and 44 shot attempts against.
Yeah, and like most of their forwards are probably going to be somewhere in that range. Like, right. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, so then, like, let's just list it off. And not all the forwards, but just for the team. The Carolina Hurricanes have 55% of the Corsi 4. They have 53% of the shots for. They have 54% of the expected goals for, but only 44% of the goals at 5 versus 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's insane. Like, it's bizarre. Like, normally when there is so much correlation between all of the other stats, then the goals follow. Sometimes the Corsi's high and the expected goals for is low, at which point the goals for might go either way, depending on how the team plays. But when there's correlation between all of the stats saying, yeah, we're 5% better than you across the board, but we're 5% worse than you in goals, that's a 10% swing. That's wild. It's absolutely wild.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I mean, Shesterkin's rounding into form. I mean, the Montreal Canadiens, they might have led like 4 games in Corsi throughout the whole playoffs last year, but Price was like as good as I've ever seen him play.
Yeah.
And man, we've got a really good lineup of goaltenders coming in to fill the mix, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Like as that Price generation kind of ages out, Shesterkin and Vasilevsky's like 27.
Yeah, Vasilevsky is like, I'm not sure that he wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame right now if his career ended.
He should be.
Yeah.
He should be. If something happened, like, God forbid, like, an injury and his career was over, he should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
2 cups and like, I didn't really know much about him when the Lightning traded Ben Bishop, but didn't take long. I'll tell you.
Not at all.
Yeah. But going back to this Rangers-Carolina series, I mean, it's kind of bizarre because what you've got is almost the same thing on both ends, which is that it seems like Carolina has really not sorted out their team play. Mm-hmm. And it also seems like New York has really not sorted out the team play. The difference is that the New York Rangers have been playing this way all year. They never quite kind of put their whole team together all year. Whereas the
Right.
Carolina Hurricanes have been a juggernaut all year in terms of how they've played as a team and how they've rallied. And like, if you were to tell me that Antti Raanta would play the way that he played so far in this playoffs, I think that the Carolina Hurricanes had a pretty good chance.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I mean, we're still waiting for the real Carolina Hurricanes to show up. You know what I mean? Like, it's
but I mean, are they going to get eliminated before they do? Like, that seems to be where it's trending.
Well, I don't know about that, but like, I just think that this one will go 7. They'll win it 7, and then they'll have to do it again and against an even better team. And I don't think they're going to. I don't think either of these teams is going to be able to give Tampa Bay enough of a fight to be able to beat them.
Antti Raanta has a .936 save percentage in this series.
Yep.
He's let in 7 goals and has 10.5 expected goals against.
Right. So he's saved 3 goals or whatever, right? Like that should have been scored.
3.5.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Well, what are Shesterkin's numbers on the other side?
Oh, we should look at that guy too, eh?
Yes.
He has got a .959 save percentage, has let in 5 goals, and has 12.39 expected goals against.
So, like, look at what Ranta's doing, and like, they still can't gain any traction.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, right? Is that you've got one goalie playing exceptionally well by any metric, whether it's the advanced or the, and you've got one goalie playing otherworldly.
Yeah. So how much of this, how much of it just becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy now, right? Like, so the New York Rangers can play this way, so they do play this way. Right. And by playing this way, they can create more offense. They can be more dynamic. They can take more risks. They can do all those other things. So why would you not,
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's a lot of teams that have excellent goaltending. They rely on the goaltending. They know what they have back there, and therefore they just rely on it.
It's still a position. You know what I mean? Like, when you have an edge in goaltending, you still have an edge in 1/3 of the game.
I hate when people are like, oh, they're only good because they're goalie. I'm like, yeah, that's a guy on the team. You're aware of that,
last
right?
time I checked. Yeah.
He's wearing the same sweater with the crest on the front, the all important crest on the front.
Exactly.
All right. Do you want to move on?
Yep.